Welcome, David. Chris de Blasio here from Showtime. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm feeling good. How are you guys doing?
We are good. You're on with several members of the press, and we'll take a few questions from them. First from me, I'd like to ask you how your preparations have gone. We know this fight was originally scheduled for April and is now here in Connecticut, across the country from where it was supposed to be. We were hoping to have a fight in your hometown, Phoenix, Arizona. But now we're here. Tell us about how your preparation has gone and what your anticipation is for Saturday night.
No, I feel amazing. Our preparation has been very good. Thank God we didn't have no hiccups in our training camp. Everything went smoothly. My dad he had just opened his facility. Well, he didn't open it. He had just finished building it. So we were having private sessions in our gym without any people. So we got our runs in great, our sparring sessions in. I was having, I had 3-4 guys, which were all tested for COVID. Everybody came back negative. So I was doing about 15 rounds, and then towards the last 2 weeks, we toned it down to 12 rounds. So I feel like, we got some good sparring, got some good running, strength and conditioning was good. My diet was good. I'm very close to weight right now. So I feel amazing, man. I feel ready just to defend my title come Saturday.
That's great. How important was the move to Seattle for you? We know you've made some changes in your training, your preparations. Moving to Seattle must have been a big part of that, or?
Yeah, it was really good, man. I just bought my house, and I'm trying to settle down. I just bought a house out there, so it's a very beautiful place. There's a lot of trees. It's very big on the environment out there's a lot of wilderness. So it's a good place just to relax, and just figure out what I really want, in life. And I just dedicated myself to boxing, so everything has been perfect. I feel like I hit a different stage in my life and in my career, and I'm just ready to become a great champion and defend my title and, keep winning.
We're excited to have you headline the first defense of your second reign here at Super Middleweight. So proud to have you on and leading in another important show for us on Showtime as we get back into live event production. Going to take some questions now from the press. I'm going to start with Reggie Woodson, top of the list. Reggie, go ahead.
Hey, how you doing today, David?
What's up, brother? I'm doing good. And yourself?
Pretty good. Thank you. Does Romero Angulo, does he bring anything to the table to you that you haven't seen in your previous opponents?
I've seen his style in some of my previous opponents. Probably the person I could, compare him to a little bit is Porky Medina. The difference between Porky Medina and Angulo is Angulo's a little bit more fresh. He didn't go through all the wars that Porky Medina had. Porky Medina faced a lot of great guys. Romer Angulo is the same type of fighter. He has very heavy-handed. He wants to win. This is a big opportunity for him. And he's coming up off an upset of Anthony Sims Jr. And I think that's kind of what has him motivated, to this point, him thinking he could beat me. But, I've seen his style before, in the ring, in a very big fight, so I'm ready for whatever he comes, whatever style comes my way. I have to be very patient. I just can't go in there, just trying to knock this guy out, leave myself open for any openings. I got to take my time, but if I have confidence in myself, my speed, my power, and if I do everything perfectly, I feel the knockout will come on its own. And if the knockout doesn't come on its own, best believe I'm gonna put a beating on Romer Angulo, and I'm looking to give a great show to all my people and all my fans, around the world.
Did you credit what Angulo did in that fight against Anthony Sims Jr., or was it an off night for Sims Jr. in your opinion?
At this level, it can't be an off night. A victory is a victory. Especially when both guys are looking to make a splash. That was Anthony Sims' opportunity. So how can it be an off night for him? He had to be at his best. So I feel like the best man showed up on that night. You got to give credit where credit is due. Angulo is the one pushing the pace the whole time. He's a little bit awkward, but I feel like he does some stuff that, a lot of people don't give him credit for. He knows how to set up shots. He knows when to throw them. So, I've watched him very carefully. I know exactly, the tricks he does. I know what he does good. I know what he does bad. So, we're just going to work from there.
Are you definitely one of the fighters with an offense that we sit back and marvel at and admire? What does this do, this downtime? What does that do for you being sharp in that area of your game?
Well, I've just been practicing in every aspect of my game. Defense. Keeping the distance, jab, inside fighting, body shots, which is one of my favorite keys. You know what I mean? So I feel like Romer Angulo is a perfect fighter, the perfect person to display everything I have. You know what I mean? It's going to be a rugged, tough fight, but that's what I'm expecting for every fight. From now until the end of my career, there's no fight that's going to be easy, especially at this level. So I think as long as I prepare myself, correctly and, not miss a day in training and sparring or in any of my runnings, I think I'll just be fine. You know what I mean? This is where I wanted to be. I wanted to be in this level. And now that I'm here, I'm gonna take full advantage of that.
Last question. You're in a situation where there are a lot of interesting fights out there for you. If you get past this one, what could be the best thing to happen for you career-wise between 2021 and the rest of this year?
Just right now, getting back into it. I haven't fought in at least it's about to be a year, maybe 11 months. So, I'm just more than eager to get back into the ring. Let's say there's an opportunity to fight in December or January, I'm definitely going to take it. I want to be more active. I want to be as active as possible. You know what I mean? I feel like the coronavirus and the pandemic, kind of took away from my momentum a little bit because I had a lot of momentum, winning the title back. So I was hoping to at least have 2 fights by this time. But unfortunately, the coronavirus and this pandemic, everybody lost in the world. They got pushed back a little bit. So first things first, I got to take care of my business on Saturday, beat Romer Angulo, and then if I could get a fight in December or January, that's exactly what we're looking to do.
Okay, thanks, Reggie. I'll take our next question from Sean Zittel. Sean with Fight Hype.
Hey, what's up, champ? Thanks for joining. Thanks for giving us some time.
How you doing?
When you touched on it earlier, mentioning the Porky Medina fight. If a guy like Angulo tries to come at you and fight in an aggressive style, is that like running into a buzzsaw? Is that
yeah. First of all, give a shout out to Sean. He's one of my buddies. I can't see your face, but I recognize your voice. How you doing, bro?
Thank you, Dave.
Like I said, Romer Angulo is a tough fighter, tough, rugged fighter. He looks like he has a lot of power, especially watching the fight with him and Zurdo Ramirez. He hurt Ramirez a couple of times, not just once. So, like I said, I got to be very careful. I can't go in there thinking that this guy can't hurt me. You know what I mean? Anybody can get hurt with any type of shot, if you get caught. So, everything has to be perfect. I'm looking to keep my distance good. But I'm looking to, when I get on the inside, I'm looking to attack the body, attack with uppercuts, attack with combinations, exactly the type of stuff I do. It's going to be a tough fight, man. But, this is where I want to be. Every fight's going to be there's not going to be no more easy fights is what I'm trying to say, but I'm up to it. I want to be the best and I want to show the people I'm the best. So this is exactly what we got to go through.
Do you have a prediction or do you visualize the fight at all, how it ends or anything like that?
Well, every time you guys ask me, I always want to end the fight in knockout. That's always my go-to. But like I said, if it doesn't end with the knockout, it's going to be a one-sided victory. I want to show you guys why I'm the best. I'm looking for this to be a very competitive fight, but I want to win clearly. I don't want there to be a doubt in anybody's head that, it could have been a draw, this and that. No, it's not. I'm going to win clearly and I'm going to win convincingly. And if we could get the knockout, we get the knockout. We can't, but we're definitely going to win convincingly.
Is there anything in particular on your game that you're looking to work on in this fight that you want to see some improvement from the last fight on?
I think this is going to be a little bit of a different fight because this is a different type of fighter. You know what I mean? I don't think Angulo is going to be running around, or utilizing the ring like how Darrell was. But if he does, we have something ready for him. But me, I want to do what I keep doing. You know what I mean? I want to start the fight off good, find my rhythm, find my momentum, and then ultimately just break the guy down like how I did with Anthony Darrell, like how I did with Jay Leon Love, Porky Medina. That's my plan, and then we're gonna stick to the plan. We're gonna continue doing so.
And lastly, David, are you probably going? Will you be pressuring Caleb following this fight? Maybe even in the post-fight interview, that kind of thing. Is that like, does that fight need to happen next for you?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I want to happen next. You know, I feel like that's what needs to happen. There can't be 4 champions in super middleweight division all undefeated. You know, we all gotta take risks. You know, we all think we're the best. You know, so let's all fight each other. Why not? You know, I want to be the best, and I want to have those other belts. So you know, we got to get it on. It's Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith, or if we could get the king of the boxing world, Canelo Alvarez. You know, I feel like I want to take these chances now, and I want to go in there and I want to show people. You know, and I want to know for myself that I am the best too.
Thanks so much, David.
No, thank you.
Thank you, Sean. We'll take our next question from Marco Perez. Marco, if you can ask your question, if you need to ask it in Spanish, that's fine. But if you can translate for us, I do not have our translator, Sammy.
Ok, primero que todo, ¿cómo estás, David Benavidez? Espero que estés bien. Y quiero felicitarte porque tú eres uno de los boxeadores que trajeron el público de vuelta a ver un show como los que tú das. Definitivamente eres uno de estos grandes boxeadores. Mi primera pregunta es, ¿crees que te puede afectar el tema de puerta cerrada, de pelear en puerta cerrada?
Pues la verdad no, pues primeramente sí me siento muy bien, listo. Trabajé muy duro para esta pelea, ya tengo 3 meses entrenando, yo estoy listo para defender el título, pero no, yo no creo que me va a afectar, yo creo que voy a estar más enfocado que nada, más que nada, y ahorita ya estoy listo para pelear y defender el título.
La pelea que viste con Angulo, con Ramírez, ¿vas a tomar esa experiencia de ahí? ¿Vas a hacer el plan de pelea con lo que viste con Ramírez? Sabemos que Angulo pega y que quizás de pronto te gusta a ti el tú a tú. Quizás vas por ahí de cuerpo a cuerpo.
Pues no, las peleas que estoy mirando es de la pelea de Ramírez y Anthony Sims. Yo no puedo hacer mi game plan de la pelea de Ramírez y Angulo porque Ramírez es lefty y yo soy right-handed. So, yo puedo, nomás de esa pelea, yo puedo mirar los golpes que sí puede meter el Angulo, las fuerzas que tiene y las cosas que hace bien. Y cuando miro la pelea con el Anthony Sims, porque el Anthony Sims es como yo, es derecho, ahí puedo mirar las cosas, lo que sirve contra el Angulo, como el jab, y si puedo tirar a la derecha, algo así, pero nomás yo tengo un game plan listo para el Angulo y lo voy a enseñar el sábado.
Definitivamente, David, esto no va a durar hasta los 12 asaltos. Tú pegas, Angulo pega, tú pronosticas y tu equipo pronostica un knockout del 7º. ¿Tú crees que al no conseguir el knockout ya se va un poquito más de inteligencia a ir al golpe a golpe? Porque van a haber como 2 choques de trenes, le llamo yo. ¿Tú crees eso? El que aguante más.
Sí, yo tengo que tomar mi tiempo, trabajar muy inteligente. Yo creo que así va a venir el knockout solo, va a venir solito. Como dije, yo tengo muchos knockouts, él tiene muchos knockouts, yo no creo que esta pelea va a la decisión. Yo creo que va a ser un knockout.
Marco, thank you for the questions. We're going to move on now to Keith Idek with Boxing Scene. Keith, you're up.
David, how have you found what's obviously a very different fight week up at Mohegan Sun? How have you found that to be so far since you've been there?
You know, it's very different. Since we got here, I think I've only been out of the room like once or twice. So it's very different. But to be honest, you know what I mean? I don't really mind it because, you know, the fight weeks could get very hectic, you know, especially, you know, we want to be a part of all the fans. The fans want to, you know, see us. We got to, you know, go and shake hands, you know, take pictures with everybody, you know, but sometimes, you know, it's happened to me before in the fights, you know, like we're cutting weight. So you're able to get sick a little bit faster, you know, so you go and shake hands with people, this and that, and then, you know, you end up getting sick. So as of right now, you know, I feel a little bit more comfortable that, you know, I feel comfortable, but it's very unfortunate that the fans can't be around. You know what I mean? It's very different, but we're living in very different times right now. So we just got to work. We got to work with what we have. You know, but other than that, everything's been good. You know, we've been getting some good workouts in the room. You know, we have no choice but to work out in the room. You know, today was the first day it let us in the gym. So, you know, everything is perfect. You know, I'm close to weight. I think I only got like 3 or 4 pounds, you know what I mean? So those will get shredded off pretty easy. So, but, you know, I'm just ready, man. You know, I'm very excited.
Have you found the confinement to your room specifically the biggest challenge? Because I know sometimes you like to walk, not you only, but all fighters like to walk around and just, you know, get some fresh air or whatever. Have you found that bothersome?
No, I'm the opposite type of fighter. I'd rather just stay and rest in my room as much as possible. So it's been, you know, it's been good for me, you know, especially since, you know, you're a little bit more hungrier, you know, cutting a little bit of weight. So, you know, for me, it's actually worked out perfect. I'd rather just stay in my room all day. So, and I'm getting what I want. So it works both ways.
I know you want to think positively, obviously, David, but in some ways, will you breathe a sigh of relief when you get the test results back on not only your own, but from Angulo on Friday night or whenever that is?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we just got back the test results that we did yesterday. We got them back this morning. We're good. So, you know, everybody's being sanitized. You know, I expect everything to run perfectly. You know what I mean? So we're just getting until Saturday. I don't think anything, you know, anybody's going to get infected, you know, from here to there. I mean, hopefully not. You know, let's pray to God first. But I think everything's going to be, you know, everything's going to run according to plan. And like I said, we're just waiting for Saturday.
Thanks, David.
That is accurate, Keith. All fighters have tested, all 6 fighters have tested negative here on site at Mohegan.
Thanks,
Yes, there are additional, obviously, protocols and tests, but at this point, everybody is negative. Thank you. Take another question. Marcos Viegas, Fight Hub TV. Marcos?
Hey, David. How's it going, man? It's Marcos.
Yeah, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I'm really curious, and I've been curious with every fighter that's gone through this experience. How do you pass the time, man?
Just playing games on my phone. You know, just looking at some good spots I'm gonna go eat at after I'm done with this. After I'm done with this fight. You know, and just, you know, visualizing my game plan in the fight. You know what I mean? Watching some of Angulo's fights. You know, just trying to put a game plan together. You know, I'm just trying to go through the motions in my head. You know, from round 1 to round 12. I was gonna look like. You know, I'm very excited, man. It's almost about to be a year since I last fought. You know what I mean? So I'm just very eager to get back in there. But more importantly, I'm looking forward to this to be a great fight. You know, Angulo is a strong fighter. You know, he's a strong puncher. You know what I mean? So I just want to get in there and give the fans a great fight. You know, I feel like a lot of my fans have been waiting for me to get back. You know, so the time is here. You know, I'm ready to give the fans an amazing fight.
Hey, I gotta know, what game are you playing?
Tetris. I like playing Tetris. Yeah, I play online with my girlfriend, and I win a lot.
Tetris is a good game, man. It helps you out mentally.
Yeah.
You know, David, you're in a very good period of your life right now, man. You're about to have a baby. You look like you're settling down. You're world champion. How would you describe this time of your life right now?
I feel like it's a new chapter in my life. You know what I mean? Everything is amazing. You know, I just bought a home. You know, I got a couple cars. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is, if you really dedicate yourself to something you love, you know, I just got, you know, I'm a world champion now, and everything is coming together, you know, emotionally, financially, and spiritually. You know what I mean? I'm here where I want to be at in my life, and it's just continue working hard and continue achieving the stuff that a lot of people didn't think I could achieve. And, you know, just being the best version of myself I could be, you know, and in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks, I'm about to be a dad. So, you know, I'm very excited for what the future holds for me. You know, I'm looking forward to working hard and, like I said, being the best version of myself I could be.
How much is that on your mind, that you're going to have a baby in 2-3 weeks?
It's on my mind a lot, you know what I mean? But, you know, I gotta stay focused on this fight, you know, I got to take care of this fight. You know, I think Angulo deserves all my attention right now. You know, everything is looking pretty good at home. So, you know, we just got to take care of this first and then get back home and then, you know, relax with my baby, you know.
Congratulations on that, David. I know it's going to be a beautiful thing for you. Berlanga did an interview, I want to say last week, and in it, he mentioned that he sees you as a potential opponent in the future that would produce a huge fight. I'm curious. He has you on the radar already, as he should. You're a world champion, but have you by chance had him on the radar, and do you see him as a guy that's going to come up in the next few years and give you a real challenge in the future if you guys fight?
Yeah, I've watched him, you know, especially very impressive, especially since he has 14, or is it 15 now? 15 first-round knockouts is very impressive. I feel like, you know, as a business point, that could be a huge fight. You know, he's Puerto Rican American. I'm Mexican American. You know what I mean? So it could be a very huge fight. You know, he's a great fighter. I'm a great fighter, so I just smells fireworks all night. You know what I mean? So definitely, you know, I'm all up for it. You know, I want to see him in there first, a little bit harder opposition, see how he does. You know, because the fighters he's been with, you know, hasn't really been really tough opposition. But you know, not taking nothing from him, he's a great fighter. And definitely, you know, there's a lot of people in super middleweight, a lot of fighters, a lot of new fighters emerging, like that dude David Morrell. He's a great fighter too. The dude you just mentioned to me, you know, there's a lot of great fighters. There's a lot of great fights for me to be made for me. You know what I mean? And I want to take all of them. You know, I want to be the reason I got into boxing is because I want to let everybody know I'm the best in my weight division. And you know, like the time is emerging. I'm where I want to be at in life and in my career. So I just got to let everybody know why I'm here, why I'm the 2-time WBC super middleweight champion at 22. You know, I mean, this is my time and nobody's going to stop me.
But the biggest fight for you, in your opinion, is Canelo, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm still waiting for that. You know, out of everybody else got offers, but I never received an offer. You know what I mean? Callum Smith, Billy Joe Sanders, Caleb Plant, they all received the offers, but I didn't. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on with that, but, you know, I'm going to be ready for anything. If the opportunity comes, you know, next year, 2 years, 3 years from now, I'll be ready. You know, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to be ready for whenever. I have a lot of time is on my side. I'm about to be 24 this December. I'm still 23 right now, so time is on my side. I'll be ready for anything.
Thanks, David, and congratulations once again on the baby you're about to have, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Okay, thanks, Marcos. We have just one last question from Andres Gomez. Andres, go ahead.
Good afternoon, David. Congratulations on the baby.
Thank you, bro.
So, champ, I mean, you pretty much touched a little bit on everything, but I'm curious, man, in the sense that these big unification matches can't get made due to the pandemic and everything, would you entertain the idea of moving up, or are you just locked in on being undisputed at super middleweight?
You know, first of all, you know, it would be very unfortunate if I have to fight, you know, like take a big fight with Caleb Plant, you know, without fans. But if that's what it has to be, that's what it has to be. I want it, but that's really the fight that makes sense to me more, you know, more than anything. First of all, first things first, I got to take care of my business on Saturday night. And I feel like, you know, that fight could be made probably next year. You know what I mean? I don't see why not. We both had the same promoters, you know. We've made it very clear that we want to fight each other. So, you know, we got to see what's going on there, you know what I mean? And we got to give the fans what they want to see. And, you know, I feel like that's a great fight for the sport and for our promotion company, PBC, you know what I mean? So why not? But I don't feel like I'm going to go up to 175 anytime soon. You know, I'm comfortable right here at 168. And this is where all my business is at. And I'm not going to leave until I get all these fights done. You know, there's too much fights here at 168 for me to just go up to 175. It'll make no sense to me to go to 175. Not yet. I mean, maybe in the future, but not now.
Right. Now, you already being a 2-time or super middleweight champion, what kind of legacy do you want to leave? What do you want to be remembered for in the sport?
I feel like this is just the beginning. The 2-time WBC champion is just the beginning. I want to be unified. One day I want to be unified. You know what I mean? Maybe in the next 2 years, if I get all these, you know, if we can make all these fights, I want to be unified and then go up to 175 and maybe be unified there. You know what I mean? That's the dream. That's the bigger picture right now. And I want to be, by the time I'm done, I want to be the best super middleweight, light heavyweight of my generation. By the time I'm retired, you know what I mean? Like I said, I got a lot of time on my side. You know, I'm a very hungry fighter, a very competitive fighter. And, you know, from there's you know what I mean? The sky's the limit for me right now. You know, I've already accomplished a lot, but it doesn't really feel like anything. You know what I mean? I don't know any other fighter that won 2 WBC titles at 22 now, or, you know, a while ago, you know? So, I mean, I feel like I said, I've already accomplished a lot, but to me, it doesn't feel like anything yet. You know, it's only a little milestone compared to what I want to get to in my career. So I still have a lot of work to do.
All right, Sean. I appreciate you sharing that with us, and I wish you the best for Saturday night.
All right, thank you, brother.
God
yes,
bless.
David, appreciate your time. Obviously, a lot to look forward to in your life and in your career, and we wish you the best of luck. Saturday night, you will be challenged, and you will. We're excited to have you as the main event of our show on Saturday night. It begins live at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, on Showtime. And thank you for your time.
All right, thank you for having me, guys. I appreciate it. Have a nice day.